welcome to the channel. Today we got Digimon local matches going up for you. This is round 1. We have Purple Hybrid going against a new, very cool, interesting deck in the Rock Mineral deck. They're starting off with the rookie here in the back and setting up the Tamer, which is a really awesome start to the game for him. The Tamer, really cool. When Digivolving, lets you attach 2 sources from your trash. Good start for the Purple Hybrid player over here, though, with the Ukomon and also a Tamer. Really great start. Trashing their other Tamer and playing one more Koichi. Nice. So, able to pass over the memory. They started at 4 here, which is not that bad for them, to be honest. Really still sitting in a good spot. Early start to the game. I do know that this is the first tournament for the player on the right, so big pressure for him, putting him on the stream here. Going into the Landramon, I believe, the level 4. Not the promo, still really good. Digimon, all the inheritables in this deck are really, really good, and then just having a Digivolve for 3 onto the Gogmamon, but this card is really strong and good in the deck, but it's not when Digivolving. So in this case, he's not able to trash the sources and keep it his turn. So one of the downfalls of that Digimon, but it's really strong otherwise. The Purple Hybrid player here just going to move up the Ukomon search, grab a piece of their Mission 4 missing, and then hatching an egg, and then also start the main, able to trash a card and gain a memory. And then also drawing a card off the inheritable and the egg, and another Ukomon. Best rookie in the game, that's why he's at 1 of. So putting a lot of pressure early here now with these Ukomons, which is the great part about this deck, is you really don't have to run too many other rookies. I know some people run like Gabumons as their bottom in, but this looks like maybe the alt art of the Dustmon. Just choosing to make things different colors and doing a good job explaining the cards here to the other player on the right. Like I said, it's his first time really starting to learn how to play Digimon, and his first Digimon deck, a really cool one. Then just going into the Velgramon here, normal Purple Hybrid stuff. Just explaining all the effects. Yeah, he's going to mill out some cards. Should only be 2 based off of the colors on the board. Still attacking here though, so he's gonna see just how annoying it is to get. Oh wow, lucky check here. Nice. Gonna kill him here. So on deletion effects he'll get, but he will not get that end of attack effect, which is the important part for the Rock and Mineral player here. But this deck cycles a lot. Gets to play Koichi for free. Draw 1, trash 1. Trashing a Lewimon, I believe. Still has 1 Tamer that he can go on top of here if he wants to put a little more pressure in the game. Can't really see what's in his hand, but he's probably just thinking about it. And gonna swing with this Ukomon. Gonna block it, but looks like he just wanted to maybe bait out a swing here. And getting the Bokomon Surge, which is a cool include in the deck. I don't see a ton of people playing this card, but for hybrid decks in general, he's still such an amazing searcher. Being able to grab you 2 cards off the top 5 in your hybrid decks, you're probably not going to miss off of them very often. So really cool card. I love to see it in the deck. Just going in the back here, building up another stack. Maybe not seeing his level 6, which is why he's having an issue probably pushing the pace, but nice. The Gogmamon lets him boost his DP here, and trashing the Landramon lets him blow up, I think, a play cost 4 or less. So really good being able to proactively get that play, but the card can only do that, Digiburst 1 during your turn main phase, but not when Digivolving. So that's why he wasn't able to take advantage of it last turn. But now he will have some DP boost here, deciding to do it again to gain a memory. That egg is so good. Anytime it's trashed by an effect from the sources, you get to gain 1 memory. And I think this guy's sitting at 11,000 right here. And just going into the back. Yeah, very unfortunate here. Looks like he's missing out on the level 6. But the purple hybrid player here going to do some Ukomon shenanigans, gaining the memory, hatching the eggs, being able to use his tamer to trash what cards he needs to cultivate his trash, gain another memory, and then drawing a card off the egg. Should have what he needs in his hand here. He's going to digivolve into the rookie in the back. So this tells you here, if you go to play against purple hybrid players, that if they have him, then they are probably running the top end of the Mervamon package. So one thing to look out for if you're playing against purple hybrids, not all of them run that package, but the rookie there gives you kind of the tell that they will be running that package in their deck. Once again here, going on top of the hybrid, on top of the Koichi. Not scared to swing here because he knows he's got all the pieces he needs in the trash to keep looping this stuff. Now they both have the trash too. And going to check here, not die, so end of attack he's going to get to blow up some Digimon. Lowest level, he only has one Digimon, so that's who gets deleted. Getting the on deletion to gain a memory, now gets the Koichi back. Trashing the mat. You really don't care too much what you are trashing a purple hybrid unless you need certain sources in there, but none of your cards are dead. Once things are in the trash, it's really like your second hand, and almost more important than what's in your hand is what you have in the trash, because you're just able to recur your resources so easy with this deck. So your trash is super important and like a second hand here. So just going to loop some more. Adding the card to his hand. Digivolving and swinging. Now they have to mill. Only one though, since you did kill the Digimon. Not having the other sources. Going to check a scramble here, which is a great check in security, but he will get the search, but I think that his Digimon will still die at the end of this attack. But probably just cares more about the search. Being able to double hit here because the level 6 is a Liberator, and then you can grab something with a Liberator and Rock or a Mineral Trait, so he's able to get 2 things there. So the purple hybrid player should not be able to push too much in terms of security now on this turn. They can swing with the Ukomon, but may choose to keep that one. Getting to play out the mat that he put in the trash earlier and add whatever card he needs back. Wow, good check here. Just being able to get that training card on board. So should be able to pop off next turn. We see that he finally got his level 6 in hand. The purple hybrid player just playing another Koichi, trashing a card. Now the Pyramidimon deck should get to have some fun here. Let's see what he can do. Should have plenty of memory. Being able to have that training card. I believe he did add the level 6 to hand, but we'll see. He's got a lot of cards in his hand. Going to use the training card. Oh, that was just a min boost. Okay, I got it wrong what card that was, but he's going to play down the Agatsumon, going to the Landramon, using his tamer to tuck sources. Just reading the card. These cards are new, and it's his first time playing Digimon. So definitely have to read these effects. You almost always want to add the egg and then whatever other source you can find in there, because then you can gain the memory and see. Now he can get this Digimon's Win Digivolving effect to trash sources. And so they're probably both just like asking if that's the way it works here. And it does work that way, because you can choose which effects to get first. You Digivolve, then attach the sources, and then this guy says when Digivolving, you can trash the sources to do things. So I think that's what they're trying to explain here, and he should be able to do it. Maybe just trying to decide which sources he can get rid of here. Definitely want to get rid of the egg. Yeah, and he's just one, so he lets him trash one source to search, which is really good. And now he grabs the Pyramidimon. So maybe earlier on that search, what we thought was a Pyramidimon was something else. But now he does have it, so hopefully he can go into a Pyramidimon here and try to put some pressure. But it may be a little too late at this stage of the game now. He's going to go into it here. and both players need to know what this card does. It is super strong. It's a newer card, so don't be afraid whenever you're playing in tournaments if your opponent plays a card you've never seen before. If it's new cards, definitely want to read them so that way you know what the card does. Alright, end of turn here. The Pyramidimon lets him attach 3 sources to himself at the end of the turn. And now he should have blocker and then inheritable, so maybe able to live through another turn here. Maybe, probably not likely though, because I mean, this purple hybrid deck can put a lot of pressure and a lot of attacks on you each time. Deciding to swing in with his Dustmon here, going to his Velgramon, changing the type so he gets to trash 2 Digimon. Sometimes the types do matter in what you pick here. Definitely has to block here. He's going to get his on deletion effects to gain a memory and play a Koichi out. Going to go into another one. He does pose lethal on board now with the 3 bodies. He's going to swing, do the purple loop stuff. Now they're trashing 4. And he has a blocker on the little one now too. He may not want to do that though, and because end of attack, then he would lose his big guy. But he's just counting the trash here, see if maybe what he's missing or if he can deck his opponent out. But it looks like he is actually lower on the count. That is one thing to really look out for in purple hybrid. When you go to try to like mill at your opponent, you have to make sure that you also don't mill yourself out here. And so yeah, one of the inheritables lets him redirect into a rocker mineral trait Digimon. Oh, and nice, this card Zophorcabras, such a good security check in the deck. It deletes your opponent's lowest play cost Digimon on the board, which is super cool, especially if they only have one. If they check that card and they go into hit it in security and just able to swing for game here with the mat that he had on board. Alright, going into game 2. I think a really good showing that time of just exactly what purple hybrid loop shenanigans can do. Choosing to go first here again on the rock side, being able to digivolve into the Gatsumon and then into the Gatsumon X for free. Easy value there with the extra draw. And hard playing the level 4 here. Okay, cool. So maybe didn't have a tamer or fistful of Digimon and didn't want to try and waste anything. No rookie for the hybrid, playing the Koichi to draw one, trashing the mat to play another Koichi. A lot of easy ways to recur these resources in the purple hybrid deck, so not really having to worry about too much. Using the card here. Oh, this is exactly why he played it then. So hard play it here, and now you can get the search off by trashing one of your other sources. So one thing to look at when you go to play this deck is that a lot of the effects just say trash the sources of one of your Digimon with mineral or rock trait. Especially that card in the level 6. Those effects, being able to do them that way, really help give you plays that you maybe normally wouldn't have. Now Digivolving into the 4 to play down the Tamer for free. Super awesome. Drawing for the Digivolve. Going into the Gogmamon here. Old Rock level 5 boy. This is the newer one. Looks like the hybrid player is bricked up here. This happens when playing hybrid decks. If you only see the Tamers and no Digimon, you run a lot of Tamers, so it can happen pretty often. Maybe here the rock mineral trait player trying to decide how hard they want to go in here. I think that this deck is aggressive while it does have some control capabilities. If the board is clear, you not worrying about if you use your sources and not getting a lot of value from them. In this case, you really just want to go in, swing, get as many checks as you can, not worry about not getting the value off your sources, and then that way you can really push the pace of the game. So gonna digivolve into the rookie here. Thinking about it, I think definitely got to go into the level 6 and just try to push the pace of this game. If he has it in hand, that is. Just going to swing with the 4, try to get one check in. Never punish, it's alive. Got out the option. Digivolving into his... Maybe that's the altar of the Pyramidimon. Hard to tell right here, but end of turn, being able to put one source in. He had one in trash, so he was able to put a source underneath it. Now, definitely bricked up here on the purple hybrid player's side, but you have to be super worried. He did find a rookie to digivolve into. If he has any tamer plays, he might just have to pass turn. No way. Okay, digivolving for 2 in the back just to get a draw. The rock and mineral trait player is going to go to 3 memory. Moving up his rookie here, just swinging through. Got another Koichi to draw one trash one. Maybe fix his hands out of this. Finally gets to swing with his Pyramidimon here. Trashing sources. Gonna get to gain a memory here. He should anyways. Should have started at 3, so he should be at 4, but that's okay. I don't think it matters too much. Just swinging through with that one and can swing for game here with the Pyramidimon. Alright, going to game 3. Hopefully can see a little bit more of an even match here. Definitely 2 different ends of the spectrum on game 1 to game 2. With, you know, game 1, the rock mineral kind of bricking, and game 2, the purple hybrid bricking. But if you see Ukomon, you keep that hand all day, every day in a hybrid deck. Being able to digivolve for 1, trap your opponent at 1, and then know that you have some value coming your way on your next breeding phase. Going into the rookie and then the analog youth. Nice to answer back to 1 memory. I think the analog youth is essential in this deck. From some list I've seen people play online, they just go with a full lineup of the closed tamer. But I do believe that this analog youth is a key part in the deck because it lets you cycle and then let you add a card to your hand. And you really want those sources in your trash, which this is a proactive way to do it, whereas the tamers are kind of stipulation as to how you can do it. Purple hybrid player here, moving up the Ukomon, able to search, grab a couple cards, then able to digivolve into the back onto the rookie, and then just go into a training card, cultivating the hand. We see that he has a couple tamers in hand, so just choosing not to play them, and knowing that the rock player is going to move up and maybe gets lucky to check something in security, tamer-wise anyways, and then he's just going to hard drop his tamer to pass the turn. Able to move up here for the purple hybrid. Free value off this Ukomon. As soon as you see these on the board, you need to try to get rid of them ASAP. Because your opponent's just going to get so much value throughout the game here. Able to add a card to hand. Able to hatch. Push the pressure of the game. And just get so much value off that. Cracking the training card here. Digivolving. It would normally cost a lot more than that, but the training reduced it. Not what you typically want to be doing, but just not having a situation when any hybrids on the field, maybe not having his loop in his hand. We can see a couple options as well too, so just not seeing the pieces. Sometimes getting to your pieces in purple hybrid can be troublesome, but once you get to them, the engine recurs itself so easily and consistently. But maybe just one of the downfalls is trying to find it. Swing it in. The Ukomon lives here. That is not good for the rock player that he did not get punished here. He's going to swing in. Decide if he wants to digivolve from the trash. Just reading the card. Going to decide to go into the Loemon for 1. And then now digivolve again for 1. Just trying to get some revalue. So yeah, he's just trying to unbrick his hand here. Not a bad call to do that if you feel like your opponent is getting set up with these tamers. Now he can digivolve once again from the trash. So good call here to get those 3 extra draws and being able to play the Tamer out. So was able to fix his hand with those plays, and then unfortunately swings into a Bancho Galumon, I think is his name. But yeah, he had the DP boost, so he doesn't die there to the swing. Able to go into the Sonorizamon here. He is at 3 memory, but hopefully he can get to some line into this back area, into his breeding area. He needs to build up big time because the purple hybrid player is going to push a lot of pressure next turn, and he may only get 1 more turn in this game from the way the state is going. He is able to go all the way up until level 5, so he can pressure the Pyramidimon next turn. He has already taken out 1 security, so he may be able to get a big swing next time, but he just has to survive this turn. And without another rookie in the back there, he is not in a terrible situation, but is not looking good. A lot of inheritables in the hybrid here. Just going to use the Koichi to trash 1, gain a memory. Draw a card off his egg when he trashes something. Getting to swing in here. Just another analog youth. Able to help him fuel his trash. Able to grab a Pyramidimon. Gets to swing with the Uko. And it doesn't die again. That is crazy, to be honest. How it just has jamming, apparently. I know whenever I play and people swing with their Ukomons and they live like that, it really triggers me big time. Because it's just a free check and free value. Should be punished for swinging with those. But going into the Velcro here, finally able to mill stuff from the top of the deck. And it hits a... looks like a scramble card. Hard to tell. Yes, it's the scramble. And this is big here because now... he can try and end of attack here. Yes, it's at the end of attack because you have to finish resolving what happens in security, and then the Velgramon at the end of the attack is able to blow up the rookie. So did look like he was going to be in a tough situation there, but luckily the Velgramon was able to take it out because that would have been big trouble for him if he had that body on board and able to swing up this next turn. So coming up here, promoting... going to play the scramble to go into his Pyramidimon and not have to pass the turn. Should have drawn for Digivolve in there, but it's okay. He's pushing through the pace of the game. I know they're getting close on time here. Able to tuck a ton of sources here. This is absolutely crazy when you have 2 of the Tamers out on the board and able just to tuck in all these sources because the Pyramidimons, when Digivolve and when attacking effect, is not once per turn. So he has all the sources he needs here to swing for game. Able to trash 3, gain the memory back, gets to unsuspend. Did not choose to trash anything that blew up and gain the memory. Oh, gain the memory off of that. And it looks like here, finishing up this game, they decide to take the tie. It was in time here and in turns. So both players agreeing to let the purple hybrid player take it here at the end. But great match between these 2. Really good games. Please like, subscribe. I have the rest of the videos coming out from these locals. I appreciate you guys a ton. Thanks.